Hello everybody, good afternoon out there in Massachusetts, and it's good morning here in California. I am ending my weekend here and we'll be going home this afternoon. We'll get home around midnight and I'll be in the shop again on Wednesday. My name is Linda Daniels. I'm the owner of Northampton Wools, and today you are not inside Northampton Wools, you are in the backyard in sunny LA, where my son lives. The Big D and I came out here for the weekend to see our grandson perform in his role in The Lion King, and we had a great time. He's in 3rd grade, so it was a really wonderful opportunity to see him shine. Hi Eileen. I'm a little bit far away from the screen, so if I don't say hi, means I can't really see you. But if you are joining me today, please let me know that you're here so that I know that people have tuned in. Like I said, I'll be in the shop on Wednesday, catching up on everything that happened over the weekend, and if you sent a message to me or an email to me, I will answer you sometime tomorrow maybe, because I will be home, or on Wednesday. Hi Jennifer. Yeah, good. She's knitting her hats. I brought a little bit of knitting out here with me, and I did get some of it done, and I wanted to show you what I was doing and to explain something, but we'll get to that in a minute. Hi to everybody who's joining us. So this is the backyard, and it's been a little bit of a chilly weekend. We expected to come out and really enjoy a little bit of at least 70-degree warmth, but it's actually been a little cold. So we are layered up and shivering a little bit at night when the sun goes down. And right now we're in the shade, so it is a little bit chilly. So I've got a couple of layers on to protect from that. But it has been a beautiful weekend weather-wise. The sun has been out the whole time. Yesterday we had a little bit of a burst from the Santa Ana winds, but it is all over now. So I wanted to come on today, even though I'm out here in California, because the rest of the month is filled with activity. Saturday is this coming Saturday is Bag. And since COVID hit, it was always called Bag Day because you would get a shopping bag either in the Gazette or pick one up at Thorne's Market that would list all of the participating downtown businesses that were going to do something special for Bag Day. It is traditionally a 20% off day, and there are lots and lots of shops that are participating this year, offering you 20% off. It's up to each shop to decide what they're going to do. Some shops let you take 20% off of your entire purchase. Some shops limit you to one item at 20% off. What's really fun and unique is that a lot of the downtown restaurants also participate and will let you purchase a gift certificate for 20% off. I know Eastside Grill is opening at 8 a.m. in the morning so that shoppers can go there and get their gift certificates right away. It's actually something that my husband and I do because we eat out a lot in downtown Northampton, and always feel like we have been able to take advantage of a little bit of a sale by buying a gift certificate on Bag Day. So think about taking advantage of that. Like I said, there used to be a shopping bag. In the last couple of years, there is no shopping bag. Each participating store has been given a poster that they'll have up in the window, and there are a couple of flyers, but you can also find the list of participating retailers and restaurants on the Downtown Business Association webpage, on the Northampton webpage. Northampton Live has a listing of it, and we've got the poster up in the shop. You don't need any kind of bag now. You can just go into the shop, wherever it is, and purchase what you want from that shop at 20% off. We do all of the yarn, so even some of the brand new yarn that we've gotten in for the fall and winter is going to be at 20% off. And we also do gift certificates, so you can purchase a gift certificate for later on in the year at 20% off as well. And we don't limit the amount of yarn that you can purchase. You can buy everything you might need for projects for the whole year. You might buy that skein of cashmere that you've been drooling over. You might even be able to line up some gifts for knitting for the rest of the month, and you'll be able to get it all at 20% off. We will open our normal hours from 10 to 5 and be able to take care of you there. Decker will be there. I think Brianna is going to be there. I'm going to be there. We'll certainly have enough hands on deck to take care of everything that you need. But what's helpful is if you line up your projects now, if you go ahead and figure out what you might want to make in a sweater quantity so that you can come in with the pattern already determined. That way you won't be hanging around out trying to find the pattern and trying to match it to yarn. So we're going to have some posts about that on Instagram and Facebook all this week. Helpful reminders in case you forget. So that's coming on Saturday. And then next week is Thanksgiving, which means that it's Black Friday, and we'll be doing something special for Black Friday, gift certificate related, but I will post about that in an email later on this week. And then Small Business Saturday, we will be giving away a little gift to all of the shoppers who come in to show the love for Small Business Saturday. So that then takes us right to the end of November, and holy cow, it just went zooming by, especially with my taking a little trip out here for a tiny little break. So I hope I see most of you in the shop these next couple of weeks, especially if you're looking to knit something for the holidays. Because as my grandchildren reminded me, there's only 40 days left before Christmas. So the two projects that I brought out to work on, both of them had the same kind of decrease in them. And I thought this is a good opportunity to talk about this because they're very similar and yet very different at the same time. And one of the things that I decided to work on was this quick little sweater for myself that has a V-neck. And I finished the V-neck last night, and you can see where the marker is. We have a very clear straight line up the middle of that V. That really accentuates the V-neck. And you get that look by using what's called a center double decrease. And the other project that I brought is that market bag kit that I talked briefly about from Unique. I decided I would knit this up for a model for the store, and I started working at it and thought, well, this also has a center double decrease in it. It would be fun to talk about these with all of you. So that's what the bag is going to look like when it's all done. And it is done in pieces and then put together. It's called a miter square, but it has that straight line decrease right up the middle. So you can see how that knit stitch really shows. And you get that stitch by doing this center double decrease. Now, in current knitting patterns, they are using that abbreviation, that CDD. And then in the abbreviation list, they will describe to you what a center double decrease is. But in older patterns, you will see it described as S2KP and sometimes the 2. You don't always see the 2 at the end, but in a couple of the patterns that I looked at to verify the abbreviation, they did put that 2 at the end. This is also the diagram for what a center double decrease looks like. So if you're working with a chart, you will be seeing that diagram. Again, it's described as a center double decrease. This means slip 2 stitches, and what you do is slip them knitwise, 2 together, knitwise, knit 1 stitch, and then pass those 2 slip stitches over. So this is a decrease, and the general rule is that every time you are slipping stitches to do a decrease, you slip them as if you were going to knit them. That means you stick the needle into the stitch knitwise and slip the stitch right off. And to do the center double decrease, you slip 2 of them at once. So you go into the 2 stitches as if you were going to knit them, slip them right off the needle, knit 1 stitch, the next one, and then pass those 2 slip stitches over. If your pattern has this abbreviation, the words to describe it will be this: slip 2 together knitwise, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over. That's the center double decrease. The one that looks, as far as abbreviation goes, very similar to it is this one, this SK2P. And if you are not reading your pattern correctly, you might do this instead of this, and that would be wrong. This is a completely different look. This decrease slants to the left, and it's called a left leading decrease. It's also a double decrease. In other words, it gets rid of 2 stitches at once. But in this case, you slip 1 stitch, then you knit 2 together, and then you pass the slip stitch over that one knit stitch that results from knitting the 2 together. And in the diagrams, it will look like this. It looks like a little leg with a left leaning line. This is a decrease that you would often see when you are doing lace, because lace work will have a very specific way that they want the decreases to lean in order to help those yarn overs show up very, very clearly. So pay attention to whether it's SK2P or S2KP, because you'll get 2 very different looks. And when you are doing the S2KP, you will always end up with that very straight line as long as you are slipping the correct 2 stitches. So in some of our classes, we do things that involve this type of decrease, and I have a couple of tips in class for what to look for in order to line those decreases up exactly the way they're supposed to go. And so, talking about classes, we also have a lot of workshops and classes starting this week, starting with the brioche cowl class that Lucy Miller is going to teach. I believe that's on Thursday. So if you are interested in that, I put a picture up of me with the cowl on before I left. You will have an opportunity to learn how to do brioche in the round in 2 colors, and end up with a really fantastic looking cowl. Lucille is working on another sample for the store in some very bright colors. You can also use 2 very neutral colors. I recommend using 2 colors that really contrast. But we would love to have a couple more people in that class. So if you are at all curious, please check out the website or give us a call on Wednesday to sign up for that. We've still got plenty of room for people to come to that class. Then Wednesday, I have the second meeting of another ranunculus class, and there's a 5-week Learn to Beginner class coming up starting next Monday on the 20th. Yeah, that is Sunday on the 20th. Grace is going to be teaching that class. It is a class that I recommend for people who know how to knit, but maybe that's all they know how to do, and they want to learn how to increase and how to decrease. And let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Barb. We'll probably offer it again as well. Yeah, so a beginner knitter who wants to add to their repertoire, in that class, you're going to learn how to do ribbing, you're going to learn how to decrease, you're going to learn how to increase, you'll learn how to do a basic cable. So Grace has the patterns lined up for that, and that class is nicely full. I think we might have room for 1, maybe 2 more in that one as well. And then in December, the first weekend in December, we've got a couple of fun projects going for that week too. I'm going to do an ornament, Christmas ornament or holiday ornament class. I love doing that one. That's always a lot of fun. And the log cabin mitts is that first week in December as well. So take a look at the classes and make sure you sign up soon, because they will get full. Hi, Deb. So just before I left, we got the last of the big fall orders. I don't even know if Kate or Brianna and Adrian had time to unpack any of them or put them on the shelf. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Bess, I can't wait to find out about that. Michelle Obama did learn how to knit. I do remember that. She learned to knit during COVID and has done a lot of knitting. So check that out. Bess, what was it on, or where did you see it? Share that with us so everybody can look for it. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I don't even know if they got the new orders unpacked. One of which is the yarn that I have really been waiting for. I ordered this yarn in June from Linares. It's a brand new yarn for us, and was waiting and waiting and waiting. We paid for the whole order in September and was waiting and waiting and waiting. They finally got their shipment of blank, meaning undyed yarn in, and they were able to dye up our order and get it out to us right away. Robin Roberts on ABC. Okay, thanks, Bess. So the morning show, right? Oh, an interview with Robin Roberts. So it must have been the Good Morning America show. So that's the big D back there. He went and got his coffee. And that's Bowie. Poor Bowie. She got stepped on by her brother and she's a little sore right now. Anyway, I can't wait to get back in the shop and play with that new yarn. I've got a design in mind for it. It's called the Rift. It's a little t-shirt. Eileen and I saw the shirt done at the show and it was adorable. So we can't wait to get that new model up. There's the kits, like I said, the bag kits from Unique. And there was another order I think that we got from Trendsetter. We got all the new colors in of the cairns so that if you're into making that market square bag, we've got plenty of yarn to do that as well. So I can't wait to get back in the store on Wednesday and really get going through the end of the year. So I hope you guys had a great week. Is there still snow in the forecast for Wednesday? We don't really watch any news or pay attention out here. So let's see what Jennifer says. Obama was on with Robin Roberts and a cuisine on Hulu. Okay, it was an hour long. Wow. All right, yeah, Eileen, I can't wait to see you too and have it in person. So in the meantime, everybody, we'll be on the plane in a couple of hours on my way home. I've had a great trip. Thanks for supporting the store while I was gone. And in the meantime, you know what to do. Go and knit something. Bye, everybody.